Hey, I'm Jake McNeal. I'm the creator of Crosswalk the game, and you're watching my 6th episode for my Devlog series on my new and upcoming game, Crosswalk Joyride. Since the last episode, I realized that I needed to test my game on an actual device. My phone that I currently have is the OnePlus 6T. So if you know anything about Unity, you can test your game on your device using an app called Unity Remote 5. You connect your phone to the computer, you run the game on your computer, and it'll just bring it to your phone. You know, I've done it with my other phone back in the day, the OnePlus 1, but I don't know what the heck. Ever since, you know, I guess USB-C, that gives you the options to do multiple things, and I had the hardest time trying to set it up. It wouldn't start. I couldn't get a connection. So I ended up just not even doing the Unity remote, and I just built an APK of the game, and I put it on the phone. So I got the first build on the phone. Buttons are all working. Touch controls. So that works pretty nice, but I noticed a few glitches, and those had to do with, for some reason, the naming doesn't change anymore. This still works really nice, really responsive. And then just a simple masking problem when I edited that. So after I made that build, it was kind of like a long process to build it, you know, put it on the phone, download it, and everything like that. So I wanted to give using Unity Remote 5 another shot. I mean, I searched forum after forum. They told me all these things that I had to do. I did all of them. Nothing helped. Nothing. But finally, after hours of trying to figure this out, I realized that I could set my phone into a mode. It's called PTP. Yeah, it's the Picture Transfer Protocol. Mine was not turned on. I turned that on and everything worked, so yay. But it works better now, because now I can test the game on the phone without having to make a build. So I got that set up, and the first thing I wanted to do, I wanted to set up code for an accelerometer. But the problem is, it's, as you can probably see, it's rather hard to control. It's pretty jagged. There's a dead zone, and then if you go past it, it just automatically goes to the max speed, which isn't quite what we want. So after realizing that my accelerometer code was not working, I decided to change it. So I came up with a new idea. Still use that idea, but for every point value, increment the speed a little bit. I just made a short function that goes off of what I've set the speed to be. And it just basically from 0 to 1, if it's at 1, then it's at the max amount of speed. So if you really jar it, it'll go the fastest. But if you're just slightly doing it, you're basically stationary. There's this glitch that's happening. If you tap, it changes directions. Doesn't make sense. I've even gone so far as to delete my entire code for touch controls. There is no touch controls in my game, and yet when I do it, it still turns to the left. My code is set up for mouse controls. A tap is the same thing as left clicking with your mouse. And so what's happening, I do have some mouse controls that were triggering when I tapped the screen, even though the tapping wasn't supposed to be for that. So all I needed to do was set up a way for it to know if I was on mobile or if I was using a mouse. So now that I'm done with the touch controls, I decided to do something completely different. I decided I wanted to make new vehicle 3D models. So I started making them. I came up with a list of some vehicles that I wanted to put in, and I decided to make a few. So the first one I had made was a Jeep. And it has to stay within the same bounds as the other cars, or the standard vehicle. so that it hits, so I don't have to change hitboxes and whatnot. And so it keeps things like basically the same, even, like an even playing field. So I just had to kind of make it fit in there. And then I did some texture working on it, and I like the Jeep. And after the Jeep, I went and created a truck. And then after the truck, I made a Lamborghini. But it won't be called a Lamborghini. I mean, it's not exactly like a Lamborghini, but my inspiration for this car was a Lamborghini. Obviously, it's different. It had to be low poly. I wanted it to keep the same boxy kind of feel for the most part with it. But anyway, I thought the Lamborghini turned out very nice, and it looks good in the gameplay as well. And finally, and this one's not done yet, but I just wanted to throw a little random kind of car in there. So my inspiration, I was like, what are some cars? I was brainstorming them, and I thought, let's make one in an egg. An egg with wheels. So, I mean, the egg shape was too tall, so it almost looks like a kind of like a squished down egg, and then obviously it didn't reach the wheels on either side, so I had to make it with like these extensions that come and go over the wheels and everything, and I thought that looked pretty cool. I thought it looked pretty good. So I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait to see how that turns out. Anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. It really does mean a lot to me that you stick to the end of the video and you watch all of it. I am on social media. I have an Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter page. They're all just at McNeal Games. I'll put links to them down in the description. And if you guys want to play Crosswalk the game, I'll have a link to that in the description as well. Anyway, thanks for watching.